Hey art friends, in this lesson we're going to draw Thanos. It's going to be a lot of fun, so I hope you're going to follow along with me. You're going to need something to draw with. I'm using a Sharpie, but you can use whatever you feel comfortable drawing with, and also some paper. Now, because I'm using a Sharpie, I also have more than one sheet of paper so that my marker doesn't soak through the one sheet and get onto the table. And at the very end, we're going to color our drawings, so I hope you have something to color with, colored pencils or oil pastels. All right, let's get started. We're first going to draw his eyes in the middle of our paper, but towards the top so that we have room for his whole body. We're going to draw two diagonal lines. We're going to draw one like this, and then we're going to draw another one coming up. Now, this is the top of his eyes because he's angry. Now we're going to draw the bottom of his eyes, and we're going to draw little curves that come down and then connect to the outside. We'll do the same thing over here. Then we're going to draw his eyebrows, since he's super angry all the time. And then we can also draw his nose. I'm going to draw a square U shape underneath. And because I'm drawing by myself, remember, if I ever go too fast, you can pause the video. Now let's draw his mouth. And we're going to draw it open, and he's gritting his teeth. So we're going to draw a line that comes up, over, and then back down. Then we can connect the bottom. Now let's also draw his teeth inside. So we're going to draw a line right down the middle. Then we're going to draw two more lines on each side. So two over here and two over here. Then we can draw a line that goes right across to split the top teeth from the bottom teeth. Oh, he's looking awesome. Now let's draw cheek lines on each side of his mouth. Now we're ready to draw the outside of his face. So let's first draw his huge chin. We're going to draw two lines that come down. We're going to start right below his nose. We're going to draw a line that comes down like this, and one on the other side too. And then we're going to draw the bottom of his chin. So we're going to draw a diagonal line that comes down, across for the very bottom of his chin, and then a diagonal line back up to connect to the other side. He's got that huge chin, and he also has all those wrinkles on his chin. So let's draw a bunch of lines coming down his chin like this. We're going to draw one right in the middle, and then we're going to draw a couple on each side. So I'm going to draw, I think, three, and we'll draw three on the other side too. All right, he's looking really cool. Let's draw the top of his head, and he's bald, so we're going to draw an upside down U that goes all the way across over to the other side. Now, we didn't connect it here because we're going to draw his ears. So you can leave little gaps on each side. Now let's draw his ears. We're going to draw a C shape over here. And we'll draw a backward C on the right side. Now let's draw the inside of his ears. I'm just going to draw a little curve on each side. We did it. We finished his head. Now we can color in his eyes a little bit later. You can even draw his eyebrows kind of coming down on each side. Now let's start on his body. We're going to draw two lines coming down from his chin. So we're going to draw one on each side. And down at the bottom, I'm drawing them further apart. Okay, now let's draw the inside of his legs. We're going to draw an upside down V. Comes up and then back down. Now the bottom of this V, or the upside down V, is lower than the outside lines. And this is because we're going to draw his feet next. So we're going to draw a line that comes down like this. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. Cool. All right, now let's connect the bottom of his feet. So we're going to draw a line that connects over to each side. Now let's draw all of the details on his body. We're first going to draw two diagonal lines that come down like this and then connect to the outside. We don't want to draw them too long. So we're going to draw a diagonal line, comes down and connects. Then let's draw his neck. We're going to draw a little square U right in the middle of his neck. Then we can connect each side of that U to the outside of his body or to his shoulders. Now we're going to draw a bigger U underneath this one, a square U. So we're going to come down like this, across, and then back up. And then we repeat that same step, connect to the outside or to his shoulders. All right, now we got his neck in there. Let's draw his waist. So on the outside of his body, he has this part of his costume that comes in, down, and then back out. And we'll repeat that same shape over here on this side. Now we can draw his belt. So we're going to repeat this same shape that we did for his neck. We're going to come across, straight across like this, come down, over, back up, and then connect to the outside again. Now let's do that one more time. We're going to draw it right below the first one, and then connect to the outside. He's looking so much cooler with all of these extra details for his costume. Now let's draw his boots. We're going to draw a diagonal line that goes all the way across his legs, and we'll draw another one over here on this side. Then let's draw a little shape for his knees. I know his knees are a little lower. We're drawing a cartoon version of Thanos, so everything's a little different than the actual costume. All right, let's add a few more lines on his boots. We're going to draw a line that comes across and then down where his heel is. And because he's symmetrical, we're drawing the same, repeating the same step on each side. Now let's draw the toes, or the ends of his boots. We're going to draw a line down, come across the bottom, and then connect to the bottom of his boots. Let's do that same thing over here. Come down, across the bottom, and then connect. All right, cool. Now we've finished his costume and his body. Let's draw his arm next. We're going to draw a big curve that comes down like this. Then we're going to draw a smaller curve for the inside of his arm, and we're going to start further away, but as we get close to his wrist, we're going to get closer like that, almost touching. Then right here, let's draw his thumb. We're going to draw a sideways U shape. It almost looks like a backwards C. Then we're going to draw a frontward C for the inside of his hand. Then we're going to draw his finger. We're going to start here on the outside, come around, and then connect to his finger. Now let's add a few more fingers. We're going to draw sideways U's to draw the rest of his hand. Now we're ready to draw his gauntlet, the infinity gauntlet with all of the stones in it. So let's first draw the top part of the gauntlet. We're going to draw it right next to his chin. We're going to draw, looks like an L, curved L. And then we're going to draw another curved upside down L to complete. It looks like a square with rounded corners. Then let's draw the bottom of the gauntlet. We're going to draw two curves coming down like this. And then we can connect these two lines with another curve. Now we can add a little bump over here for his thumb. And that's the overall shape of the gauntlet. Let's add all of the details and the gems. So we're first going to draw the big one that's right here in the center of the glove. Then we're going to draw 4 more circles right next to each other, or ovals. And then he's also got another gem right here on the thumb. So we're going to draw another bump that comes out like that. Cool. All right, let's add one smaller detail right here on the bottom part of his gauntlet. It looks like a rectangle shape. All right, we finished the gauntlet. Now I know there's a lot more details. You can add them if you want, but I'm going to leave them off just like this so that we can keep the lesson a little easier. Okay, now we're going to draw the rest of his arm, his shoulder that's coming down to the gauntlet. So we can draw another curved line. It looks just like the one over here. And we can draw another curved line right here. And then we can also add a little line for his elbow going into the gauntlet. All right, we did it. Now, on his shoulders, I actually noticed that he has ridges or little wrinkles just like he does on his chin, on his shoulders. So we can add a couple lines. Let's just add 2 lines right here, and we can add 2 lines on his shoulder on the right side. All right, we did it. We finished drawing Thanos. He looks super cool, except he's going to look so much better with color. This part I'm going to fast forward, but at the end you can pause the video to match the same coloring. Alright, we did it. We finished coloring Thanos, and he looks so much cooler colored in. I hope you're going to take the time to pause the video and color your drawings. Now remember, it's okay if your drawings don't look exactly like mine, because the most important thing is to have fun and to practice. Now I used Prismacolor colored pencils to color my drawing, and I'll leave links below this video where you can head over to Amazon and purchase the exact same colored pencils. The great thing about using these is that after you've colored in your drawing, you can actually go back over it with a white colored pencil and add highlights. And that's what I did on the face to make them look more 3D. But you could also leave that off to keep this lesson a lot easier. I hope you had fun following along with me and drawing Thanos. And we'll see you later, art friends. Goodbye!